What is going
I was
on?
just pressing the button. Y'all can keep talking.
How you? That was her telling us to get this shit started. What was that?
Yo,
Sure.
I quite literally sent a message to the group chat. I literally told y'all what I was about to do. Nobody's paying attention, and that's fine because y'all we have company. Hey Aria, I'll
Well,
be home.
I'm
Give me
I'm
like
on my
4 minutes.
phone, so
Yeah, I'm on my iPad.
I'm on my phone, so I'm not seeing the group chat when Zoom is fully open. That's
I
all.
need to get an iPad. BRBF was very ghetto for me because a lot of people got cars, and I literally had to like sacrifice my phone for the duration of the thing. So it's getting hot. I'm like, I just need to get an iPad.
Yeah. Can you tap on iPads now?
I think you
Can you
can if you
tap to
have a
pay?
reader,
I think
but the
you
newer
have the
iPads have
reader.
NFC.
Okay.
I was gonna say I know the iPads that the latest model has the NFC, so you should just be able to tap as long as you have the app.
Okay. I was about to say because the good thing about iPhones is you could definitely tap to pay on your phone, in and
Yes,
out.
you can. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But it's too many people, chat. Um. Okay, so
Hey,
y'all
girl.
ready to get
Hey.
this roll started?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's
I'll,
go.
so what Chandra be doing? Brr, 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 brr.
I just want to say, why did y'all release them fucking pictures before the holidays? All those, how many Epstein pictures is it? 95,000?
They released them?
They released them?
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't know.
yeah. And
Wow,
now,
that
Nick, I'm not gonna be able to sleep at night because some of that shit they was using, it make Enigma look like a fairy, a fucking Bible study.
Oh my
Okay,
I
first
god.
off, I
even
just want to say rich people with that kind of money are always going to be doing the most sickest, twisted shit that your brain
They
could never
are
imagine. They're bored.
demented. Yeah, they have so much money, they're bored. I'm sorry, y'all, we're off topic, but I could not believe they released those shits 2 weeks before Christmas. Y'all didn't want nobody to have Christmas cheer? No
I don't want
glee?
to see that. I will wait until the new
There's
year.
one
My
picture with a
2026 can be
hand
gone.
in a glove. It's like a latex glove for like fingering people with all different types of ribbing and stuff on it. But it was like, what? First of all, white folks don't be washing their hands after they come out the bathroom.
oh my god.
Oh my. Hey everybody, how y'all
I didn't
doing?
lie.
Wait, start over.
Welcome to
Start all the way
Play
over.
the air horns again. Forget I
Okay,
started saying.
cut.
Yeah, we are
Burr,
not starting the show like that.
Yeah.
burr, burr, burr. Hi everybody, how are you doing? I am starting this episode. Wow, that's crazy. It's DH Renfro here with the Lit Library. And we have a very,
AKA,
very
let me hold the peen.
Oh my
you know
god,
what?
Candace.
Leave it in the chat. We have a
Candace, that
very
is
special
family
guest,
business.
aka I'm not listening to her, aka Big Unk. What's up?
Right.
Yeah, so sorry. You're never being so sorry. That's your name now. I don't know if you're
Right.
aware.
You're never beating those
You're
allegations,
never
but
beating that.
also, hey, okay, you are putting out books and
Aria Days.
Miss Aria fucking Days. Miss, take that damn apology back. Take it back on air. Don't even ever apologize for promoting your books on your book page. People know they
Absolutely.
following the book page
Yeah.
where you
You know
post
what
book
it is
content.
though? I think some people like catch me when I get like those super viral moments. And it's never book related when that happens. And then they're like, "Oh, I thought this was about such and such."
Like, no, I'm
I'm
an
like,
author.
"My bad. All I got over here is books for you."
We slinging books over here,
We
okay?
slinging
All
books
day.
and
And
good erotica books, good
yes, I was about to say in dick,
taboo
but
towing the line good books, like all of the good things.
just a PSA to everybody listening. Make sure you go to your damn family reunions. You got it.
Oh my god, we
Please.
got to stop losing recipes. Like the elders are dying, and the younger folks are too lazy to throw family reunions and get together during the holidays because y'all got the same nose.
We also gotta go so we know when we meet people that they might be. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's just start at
Let's
the. Let's just start because so thankful was so twisted, and so thankful was so twisted because it is a taboo. But before you even got a little bit of inkling of where the fuck we were going, you were telling a beautiful ass love story about these two people who found each other and fell in love. And then it was fucking Thanksgiving.
Right.
And we found out that they were
My Lord, today.
closely related.
This
They
what
Very.
are,
happens. This what happens when you celebrate the pilgrims. You find
you
out
know
the love of your
what?
life
Is your
is
So
your
uncle.
had she
uncle.
just like said, bump it, I'm not going to Thanksgiving, she would have never known. She would have probably been living her life peacefully, probably
Then a
into
motherfucker.
would have
But
been great.
then imagine them deciding to get married and folks start showing up
And
to
finding
the
out at the wedding.
I feel like they wouldn't have had a traditional wedding though.
No,
no,
They
not
this
probably wouldn't have, because
traditional.
y'all know Mars got PTSD from being in the
Yeah.
army.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not traditional, but if some of the family would have showed up, everybody would have started looking around like, what the fuck? But before
I
we
feel
get
like if
this,
some of his sisters would have shown up, like Kara would have put two and two together. She would have been like,
yeah.
"Oh no,
Yeah.
real quick."
So before we get to So Thankful, I was introduced to your catalog by One for the Team and
Oh,
then Group Trip. And to this day, people are split because I asked who was winning that battle between One for the Team and Group Trip.
Group trip.
mm,
Like
group trip.
put your
Group trip.
baddest bitches against each other. Who walking away with that trophy?
It's group trip. Loved
I
one
feel
for the
like
team.
okay. So personally, I feel like it's group trip, but most people will say one for the team because I feel like people are more used to the wide choose format. Group trip was just chaos. Everybody was fucking.
As it should be.
I'm gonna
Hmm.
tell you, I was reading Group Trip and I was like, this is cute, this is good, okay. You know, friends who be fucking. People joke about that all the time. Like, why your friend can't eat your coochie? But then as we got to the one part, and then she was getting her dick sucked, and I said, ooh, yeah, I'm
How did
locked in now, locked and loaded.
how did that story group trip specifically come about? Like, walk us through that.
So you know what? The closer you get to your 30s, ovulation is actually a monster. So group trip started as an ovulation fever dream, and I promise you, this is probably the craziest thing I'm ever gonna say. Like in an interview, I have a folder that is just full of loose leaf sex scenes. I got to
Cute.
Mm.
the point
I know
where
that.
I had so many of them about this specific friend group. I was like, this just need to be in a book. I just need to get it over.
Well,
Now you
I'm
know
glad
what?
you did. I
I'm
love Group Trip.
me too. That was phenomenal. But to confirm, yes, ovulating in your 30s
It's
is
hell.
out of this world. I feel like okay, you know those stories about the werewolves, and then when the moon comes out, they just all of a
Not you
sudden turn
start
into
howling with your coochie.
baby. I will
Oh
bite
wow.
that man. Okay.
That
I
fighting
warned my
somebody is
husband.
crazy.
Not your coochie said, "Ooh."
No, seriously. I warned my husband that the woman he meets when I'm ovulating, she's not a real person. I don't know who she is, where she comes from. She doesn't exist in real life, though. That is like a spirit that possesses my body for a couple days and then she dips. But she wreaks havoc everywhere she goes. She leaves chaos on her path. So I got to warn people like, she's not real. Don't listen to her.
So is that where your best time to write your eroticas? Do you do most of the writing during that sexy time?
You know what? Actually, I feel like for whatever reason, because I'm just like high about life, a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
details come to me better during that time, and not just about sex, but like, oh, the velvety flower petals and the verdant green of the grass is with the dewy scent. Like, I'm just like so happy to be alive at the point where I'm just like, you know what, la la la, I can get all the details. It's amazing.
So
No, I understand that.
what led you to romantic erotica and black erotica? Because of course in black romance there's a lot of different avenues you can take to get to your HEA. What led you down erotica's path?
For me, so first off, I do want to like I have autism. I don't know exactly where I fall, but it has its days where I need high levels of support and its days when it's low. And I think people when they hear that they think my special interest is going to be trans or something. No, my special interest specifically is fucking. And like shows like the history of sex and all of those were my bread and butter when I was growing up. Should I have been watching them? No. Brenda Jackson, Beverly Jenkins, that was what I was entertained by just because I was so curious about everything. And as a black girl specifically, especially, if your family's religious, that's a no-go. Why are you so interested in this? I don't even think that most men at that point had like the interest and the knowledge of sex that I had just because it's such a taboo topic for the black community. And so I was like, you know what? I want women to know that there are different ways to get your rocks off. I want people to know that Black people are still valid, no matter how that they choose to get their rocks off, who they choose to love. And so that's what kind of just led me here.
And you mentioned, the Black community, I think in general, is fairly vanilla. Like, we're
Mm-hmm.
Very
just
conservative.
Don't
we're
get me
just
started.
now seeing people start to kind of like expand their horizons and be okay with reading sex and sex scenes and erotica that is not just typical man versus woman. Do you think that is because of the literature that's being put out? Like, why do you think we're more open now than we were 15 years ago?
So to me, I think that art and life literally go hand in hand. I think that you read about something enough times, your brain starts to rationalize it in a way that necessarily television can't do, or even just like hearing about it in passing can't do. Because you see all of the four processes that went into it before it got to that point. So because you have a story to follow, I think that it kind of puts you into the narrative of like this is everyday life. People go to the grocery store, they take care of the kids, they take baths, they read a book, light a candle, and then they get to fucking, and like your brain rationalize it a little bit better. And I feel like maybe that kind of eases people into it because it's not just wildness with no other plot or no other connection to like everyday life. I think it's easier to swallow when people see the things leading up to it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because when I opened up Glory, and I
Mm-mm.
feel like I had to read them first couple pages because I was like, wait, maybe I don't think I'm understanding. Is this bitch?
Mm-hmm.
Is this a glory hole? And then when
Mm-hmm.
I got into it, I was like, oh, okay, this is what we do in bed. Let's go.
More
Question.
people were disappointed that there wasn't more of the glory hole.
No, really, there could have definitely been more glory hole scenes in there. I mean, you might
You
as
know,
well have put them in there. The book was called Glory.
we freaked out.
Yeah,
Along those same lines, like what kind of makes you lean more into, I guess, the taboo of it all, alleged
For
taboo?
me, I think that, so like I said, my goal in romance has always been a representation of Black people. We're not a monolith. We don't have the same experiences. People fall in love, unfortunately, in fucked up ways sometimes. And I think that our counterparts, the others, they have those stories, they get to tell that side of things. And for them, it's not as much shame with it because they're almost the default, right? So people kind of expect, them to have, of course, people who do this and people who do that. But for Black people, I think we've just been put into this really weird, conservative, like perfect box. Either you're this way or you're like a deviant. And so I want a representation, and even if it's taboo, even if it's something that people whisper about, I still want to show that Black people are in those spaces.
So I think the other crown that we really do need to give you is like you're the queen of the Cinnamon Roll MMC.
mm-hmm,
You write a really phenomenal MMC who is not spinning the story trying to prove masculinity. It's always kind of like, yeah, babe, whatever you want. I'm here to please you. I'm here to make sure you're happy. I'm here to make sure your needs are met. I'm here for all of the good things that make you feel even more elevated than you are as a woman. What goes into you crafting the perfect MMC for your FMCs in these books?
Y'all want to know something crazy? So my dad. I was raised by a single father. My dad raised me for a majority of my life. And when I turned 18 and I like spent the night, like being grown, spent the night at a man's house for the first time, I felt so cheated. I was like, this dude don't got sheets, he don't got cups.
Oh,
It's two forks in here and a butter knife. Where are your spoons? Like, what is going on here? It was a disaster. I think I ghosted him after that. We didn't even talk after that. I was like, I can't live like this. And it's because my dad was never the person to falter. He never had to question, if this was masculine. We had nail polish, a drawer full of nail polish in different colors. He color coded it. We had nail polish remover. He never like fearful about getting pads or anything. At one point, he just knew, like he had everybody's stuff saved on the calendar. He just knew when to go get it. He helped us take down our hair. He helped us do bedtimes. He helped us pick out outfits. Like it was just a lot of things that my dad did. So when I got older, that's my standard. And
mm-hmm.
then my grandfather did the same thing. So that's my standard. I don't really know anything else, which is kind of crazy, but that's just, and even like if I met a man who wouldn't do those things for me, I would just drop him. Like, no question about it, you're gone. Because I didn't really know anything else because that was my standard. And so even when I met my husband was the same way. And he actually reminds me a lot of my dad. And sometimes it just creeps me out. But you know what? That's what I want. And I want all women to know that this is how safety should feel. He should be able to do these things for you. He shouldn't be so dumb that you feel like if you leave him somewhere, he's going to set the house on fire. That's not okay, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, ladies, don't be fucking no man with a drawer full of Applebee's steak knives.
One fork, one pot,
He
3
down to the
plates.
He down to the Applebee's on them dollar margaritas, stealing they fucking steak knives.
That man had one knife and it was serrated, so you couldn't even really cut meat with it.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
scared to ask if that was his only set of sheets because I really think that like that would have just sent me right over the
That
edge.
was,
Like I just
that was his only
That
set.
was his only set.
You
Yeah.
But you
know
know
it.
what? It's
And
some
he
things
ain't
that you know,
And he
but you
didn't
don't want
wash
to
them
acknowledge.
regularly. He didn't, because they would have been see-through. Because cheap sheets can't handle all of that.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Cheap sheets can't handle that, and they would be see-through. It's crazy.
Until no lie.
Sleeping on the
Thread,
same pair of sheets for 2 months is crazy.
insane.
I
Thread
feel
counts
like 2 months
matter.
is generous. They be keeping them sheets on there for
The whole
years.
year.
Half year, yeah, the
Ooh.
whole
That's
year.
insane.
Niggas is
That's
nasty.
insane because I could smell the sheets
Oh.
probably about a week in, and I'm like, oh, it's Sunday. It's time to pop these back.
Yeah, it's time. So
That's
we
a old
get
nasty nigga.
so we get to So Thankful, right? You have an extensive catalog that people love and talk about, but the taboo-ness of So Thankful really pushed you into people's line of sight. And I actually love that for you because a lot of times when it comes to kink, people don't realize how deep the kink hole gets. And it goes so much deeper than BDSM and things like that. Like there are people who like to have a pony butt plug up their ass. And they like to gallop and neigh and shit like that. Like there's things that most of us would be like, ooh, well, I mean,
Candace,
What?
that was real specific. You couldn't have just said, people. But
no,
I do
because
remember
My
that
Little
episode
Now
of
Pony
Real
see,
butt
now
Sex when they
see,
was
plugs,
at the horse park.
Has
The
a
horse
point.
now
park.
see,
My
this is
Little
what
Pony butt plugs are a thing.
this is what Aria was talking about. Because my immediate reaction was, that's white people shit. And the only reason I say that is because I watched Love After Lockup, and there was a motherfucker on there who was talking about he like furries. I ain't even know what the fuck no
Like a
furries
furry
was.
what? Yeah, it's all kind of stuff.
You
And
never
like,
watched Real Sex
I'm
on
writing a furry
HBO?
book.
I remember
next
that.
You're
year.
I
writing it for
remember that.
pause. Wait, you're
Sorry.
writing a furry book?
I am writing a furry book next year.
Of course you are. You know what? Can't wait. I
Oh
actually
my
cannot
gosh.
wait.
And it
You
is
an
going to be
animal.
wide shoes.
Of course it
Oh,
is.
not a stable.
It's going to be wide shoes. It's going to be a little age gap. The FMC older, so I'm really excited.
She got
Oh.
puppies?
She got puppies is wild. What is going on?
Not Clitrella DeVille.
Okay,
That
that's
is
exciting. I'm
crazy.
excited.
Clitrella
I
DeVille.
was
Did
trying to
nobody
slide
hear
past
that?
that. I was trying to slide past it. I was.
That Clitrella is insane.
Clitrella DeVille.
It's nuts.
Okay.
What I'm saying is I'm here for it, and I'm here for all parts of kink being explored, because there's some things. Y'all ever take that BDSM test?
Mm-hmm.
And they be asking you all kinds of shit. You in the animal play? Would you like to be put in a cage? Would you like to be? And you be sitting there thinking like, what the fuck? No, I wouldn't.
All this shit?
But there are people who do love that shit. And there are people who do love taboo shit. And Pornhub will tell you that because of the titles of some of them videos. Like, young stepdaughter loves her stepdad. Like, people get into that shit. Even though these are two totally non-related people who just make porn together, but they know the titles to use to get the people going. So when I read this, I said, okay. Because like Jadisa said, it started out so warm and cozy. Like, oh my God, they're in love. They're planning a life together. They're having good sex together.
They're related.
They're related.
And I think it made me mad.
Not like cousins. Fucking, that's her uncle.
Yeah. Because I definitely thought it was going to be cousins at first. And then I was like, not uncle and niece.
I feel like cousins was too easy. Cousins is too easy because you could be distantly related. A lot of people are distantly related. If we want to keep it a being,
Yeah,
that's too easy.
So We had to up the ante. But also, it's his daddy fault. He was old.
Yeah.
I think it's his daddy fault. I really think it was Kat because she didn't do any of her upkeeping. She didn't even tell people Cleo's real name. She's just like Patty. She giving this girl a nickname. She don't know any details about her granddaughter. She ain't check on her. She ain't see who this man was. Somebody, one of my anything start dating a new man. I want to meet him. Y'all serious enough to where you think you're gonna keep him around? I need to meet this man.
Yeah.
It was a whole year. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That relationship was serious.
She was a terrible person. And this might be mean, but I hope she don't see next Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I for sure hope she die.
If you want to do an update, can you put that in there?
You know what? I hope people will get a Cleo and Mars update during Garden Party because y'all know that Maya's
Garden Party
molecule are friends with Cleo.
With
Cleo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was hoping we was gonna get an update because you also do something else that really be making me mad. With you author people, you just kind of left the end up to us. Like, oh well.
Please don't give me no ambiguous ending. I don't have
It's
time
kind
for
of
that.
because
maybe
Speak
they're
clean to me,
good,
Sheldon.
maybe they aren't. What are they
Speak
gonna
clear
do?
to me.
At first I was a little pissed off because I was like, damn, they broke up and they was having a good ass fucking time. Wow, that sucks. Then one fateful night.
I knew it was gonna happen too. I was like, if he goes in this house, they're smashing.
That's all it takes. He brought flowers though. Like
he did because he was such a great guy. He was the perfect man for her.
He was.
I started Sister's Keeper this morning. Already, you on some bullshit, but it's fine. I'm enjoying it.
What did I do? That one's not even that bad. They're not even related. They met as adults.
Oh, for sure. It's the quote unquote taboo about it, but I don't give no fucks because technically their parents ain't together. Step brother and sister or step sisters, whatever. At what? How old was we? Fuck it. I don't know that nigga, and that nigga don't know me. I ain't grew up with him. I can fuck him if I want. So I get it, but you want some bullshit already. It's such a sweet story though.
It's always a really sweet story. I love that. That's how I felt about it.
It is so.
I was just about to bring up my short king Demetrius.
Oh,
because after I read Human Resources, I said, well, bitch, maybe you don't need to date a man that's as tall as you. Like, I see what them 5'5", 5'6" niggas talking about. This how they treating the ladies.
And let me tell you, Aria, that usually once I find out the MMC is short, the book gets DNF'd. But I love this so much. I said, you know what? I like him.
It's just a little short king propaganda. See, this is the thing. I feel like men don't be thinking that. Men think it's always physical. No, y'all be useless and short. You can't be both. You got to pick a struggle.
Yeah, if you're going to be short, at least be useful and be sweet and be thoughtful. Yeah. Be down bad for me, you short king, you.
I tell you this.
I am tall. I'm 5'9".
Turn your short king into your footstool. Yes.
Okay.
Put your feet on his back.
They be into that.
They do be into that. I was about to say, the tall women that I know that have short kings, they love their short king. They love to speak about their short king.
If we about to be honest, I think a lot of the taller women I know are with men that are shorter than them.
And you know what? That's because they're not as intimidated as you. Mm-hmm. They know what they want. No one's like, oh, you're taller than me. How's this going to work? You know, they don't ask stupid questions. They like, listen, we're going to bend you over this way. I'm going to stand on a box. We got this. We're good.
On a box.
Yeah. I was going to say milk crate, but everybody don't know what milk crates are.
I was thinking like a nice little step stool.
Them crates not sturdy anymore after the challenges
you get a milk crate at first to see if it's gonna work, and then you move up, you invest in a quality step stool. You know, one with the hinges, automatic hinges, where just and then you could just pick it up and close it. You know,
I didn't know they had.
You have thought about this, right? You have thought about this in detail. We're gonna get in the book
eventually.
Probably
it was too specific.
It was real specific.
It was
very specific.
Who stood on one of the milk crates? Yeah.
I'm going to tell y'all that I have been with my husband since I was 17 years old. I am now pushing 30. I've led a very interesting life.
Period.
Wait, how old are you? If you don't mind my asking.
I just turned 28.
Oh.
Y'all
you
don't
got
call
all
me a
that
baby.
going on in your head.
Yeah, because
Because
boy.
at 28, that went into my head. Like, I feel like 30-year-old me met all of this stuff via books.
You know what? I'm scared for when I'm actually in my 30s because I think it's gonna get like I think I'm going to get like excessively
Feral.
horny.
Yeah,
And it will,
feral.
like
You
it will
are.
just be.
You are going to be howling at the moon.
You are.
Listen,
It's
let's
rough.
roll
I'm
that nigga
already
over.
howling at the moon.
It gets worser.
well, yeah.
You gonna howl
It
at
gets
Jupiter moon, baby.
The pressure is getting worse.
It's
Yes.
worser. It's
Hey.
it's worser.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I when I tell people like, oh, I'm autistic, and they ask me what my special interest is, because that's like a big question for whatever reason. I'm like, sex. Everybody's uncomfortable. What you ask me? I want to see somebody's booty hole get stretched out. Is that not what you want to see?
Hello, it's for sure what I like to see. You know me.
We know, Candice.
We know
I'm
Sam.
sorry. You can't say things like that while I'm smoking. My God.
I'm sorry. I apologize for my outburst.
Somebody booty hole get stretched. Okay, I have another favorite. Sorry, y'all. Rudy. I love Rudy.
Loved
Jones.
Rudy.
Loved
I love Rudy Jones.
Rudy when it got his baby back.
He went up that mountain to get his baby back, okay?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
was digging
love
her
Rudy.
down.
Yeah.
I ain't never been jealous of a fictional character like I was reading that book. I was like, you know what, God? If it's for me, I need you to make it for me, and I need him to be just like Rudy with his fine
Just
ass.
a big old lumberjack ass nigga ready to go to work.
Chopping her wood. He said, I got gumbo on the stove. I got you. I know what you need. A hot chocolate flight.
Won't he do it?
He did.
Who is your favorite MMC that you've written? You can only pick one.
That I've read?
Ooh.
That you've written.
That I've written? I can only pick one?
You can only pick one.
Mm-hmm.
What if they're in Why Choose? I still can only pick one?
Just the one?
Just the one.
Yeah. Got you against the ropes with that question.
Hard.
It's because there's so many good ones.
Who's going to win is the question. Because personally,
who you choosing?
I feel like I might choose. I'm choosing somebody from 114, and I think it's going to be Emery.
Emery.
Okay.
I think I'm going to choose Emery. Aria is stressed.
If I had to choose, it would probably be Rudy. And the only reason I say Rudy is because he made such like drastic changes to be able to be the man that she needed.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's not a testament to if he wants to, he will, I don't know what is.
Mm-hmm. Because he wanted to, and he did.
And he did.
I don't know. This is an Air Maya Stan account. Loved him.
I love Erm.
Yeah. Loved him. Like, he was just so gentle, but also didn't play no games.
You know what, though? That's one thing, like, where that's something that could make me DNF a book if I read an MMC that just has no his personality is violence. He doesn't do anything else. He don't like incense. This nigga don't listen to jazz.
Mm-hmm,
he don't got a favorite food. I'd be like, I gotta get rid of this.
He just out here dropping bodies.
Just out here dropping bodies and dingling. Like, that's all. Like,
that's all you do. You don't have no interest. You don't like to paint. How do you come down from your murder spree, sir?
That's what I'm saying. Like, Boogie will murder somebody. He's like, I gotta go tend to my dahlias. I gotta cut my bloom. It's pruning season.
I got things to do.
So that's just like, I would DNF a book over that, because why don't this man have no personality at all?
Now, I have a question. Because I noticed, like, for the most part, the majority of your catalog that I have read has been like novellas, and I like that you cater them to the holidays and things like that. Really appreciate that. Do you find it like it's just easier for you to lean more into novellas versus like novels, or you just like, you know what, this story it's just that cute, it don't need to go too much longer, it'll get weird?
I think it's a mix of both. I really do like writing longer books, and so I'm actually in the process of editing a book called Arched, and it is a thick one. It's pushing 400 pages. If it's not at 400 when it ends, I will be surprised. And I just really feel like that story needed to be told over a longer period of time, so you can see all of the highs and the lows and the character development.
When that's coming out?
It's gonna be out next month.
January.
Period.
Top of the year release. Okay, tell us something.
I ain't got no job right now, y'all. Writing is my job, and if I don't get these books out, I might not eat. And that's not to sound grim. It's just like, I got to do what I got to do. If this was going to be the time that I was going to push and write and try to make this the rest of my life career, it's going to be now. So getting them
Well,
out.
you got to look at the fact that having a more traditional job kept you from being able to write more because you
That
had to
is
have
true. And I was
a
still getting out
balance.
five. And that's the thing. I was still getting out 5 books a year. So I'm kind of excited to see what 2026 is going to bring because
We're
I'm just
excited
writing.
too. Give us the filth. We'll
Yeah.
take it. I mean, some people might see it as disaster, but this is a reason to have a blessing in disguise, right? Something that you're
That's
extremely good at that you hadn't ever had a chance to dedicate yourself to fully. You now have a chance to dedicate yourself fully and see where it takes you and what doors is going to open for you. So you should just walk into that and give us that first book.
We're gonna buy the books.
I know y'all gonna buy
I
the
love a
book.
thick ass book. That's my thing. So you said
Mm-hmm.
400 pages.
It's probably
Go
going to
ahead.
be around 400, if not over. I'm trying to keep it right at 400 because I know, like, once they hit that, the audiobook companies are like, I don't know if I want to mess with you on that, but we'll see.
Don't limit yourself.
Like to say, just let the story move you.
Just let it move through
Let your
you.
fingers, just let your fingers just walk across the keyboard, and then let it happen. We gonna
Just
read
let
it either way,
it stretch you like a booty hole.
Candace.
Yeah.
What would
What?
you
I'm
say,
staying in theme.
Lord Candace? What would you say? Because you do write, taboo. I think that's something we've established. But from your first release to now, was it Sister's Keeper that just dropped this week?
Mm-hmm.
What is the biggest lesson that you have learned about yourself as an author?
Oh my God. I think one of the biggest things I have learned about myself as an author and also a person is just my learning style. Like, you kind of hear about learning styles when you're a kid, but they don't really matter because them schools are not going to accommodate you anyway. And for me, I really do have to like go through it to learn my lesson and figure out what to do and what not to do. And so I love Candid. I love the story. I think that Thebes and Wilhelmina's story is really beautiful. However, as far as publishing goes, disaster. 0 out of 10. I would rate that one. Um, but I think really I just learned like I can work under pressure really well. And when I do weird stuff like completely zone out and just look at the wings of a dragonfly, it's not for no reason. It's actually very useful. And these skills that I have aren't just for, daydreaming and dilly dallying. I can actually do something with them. So that's pretty cool.
I love that. What would you tell yourself right before? Because you mentioned that the publishing process of Candid was not the thing. Like, what would you tell yourself before pressing publish on that one?
I would definitely tell myself, do whatever research you can to make sure. Find somebody who is used to doing the same thing that you're about to do and just see if they have any advice for you. I think that was the biggest thing. I was really scared to reach out because I felt like it would kind of not necessarily question my validity as if I should even be doing this, but just like threaten any future chances I had. Because, a bad book can ruin you. And it's not even about the story or anything, just like a bad book in general can ruin you. So I think I was just so nervous that I didn't want to reach out to my community and be like, hey girl, so that book you published, how you do that?
I love
Definitely
that.
change that.
So you're gonna be at Black Romance
I am.
this year coming. Are you doing any other event?
Oh my gosh, I actually got so many events. I have been invited to Black Romance Book Fest. I'm also going to be at Petals and Prose in May, so those are the 2 May events. I'm going to be at Southern Hearts, Sign Kisses, CocoCon.
Come on
I will
now.
also be in Memphis in the middle of the year in March. So I just got a lot going on.
Oh, so you say you
Yeah.
going outside for real?
You outside.
I'm going to be outside for real.
See, you losing your job was probably a blessing in disguise because now
I was
you get
about
to
to
just
say
go
now
around
you get to go around
with
and
the tour.
really get in
Honestly,
people's
it
line of
was.
sight.
Because when I ended the year, before they fired me, of course, I had like 12 hours of PTO left. And that was just for me. I took one personal trip, which was my birthday trip. And that was just for me going to book events. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do it next year because next year I have 6 events in total. So I'm like, well, how is this PTO going to stretch to cover all of it?
Mm-hmm.
See, this worked out. So the writing stuff is about to work out for you. You just gotta have faith. The books is good, girl. So have faith in your pen.
I mean, when I tell you I don't kink shame. There's only I don't do race play. I don't do that scat shit. But anything else beyond that, I'm like,
Same.
hey, if you like it, I love it for you. Incest was like number 5 on that list of just shit that I just don't fuck with. And so I think that's why So Thankful really fucked me up, because I was like, well, I mean, y'all really don't know each other like that. In that relationship. Y'all really do
This
love
is
each
really
other.
important though, because they didn't want to have kids. So it's not like they were going to make people who could
Yeah.
potentially have genetic defects. They didn't want to have kids. And he didn't touch her when she was young.
Yeah. Because he didn't know she exists. I was like, you know
Yeah.
what? They really was just, they're just strangers who happen to share
That's
blood.
what I'm saying. They unfortunately hit it off without knowing, the breadth of their connection. They just thinking that they're two human beings, two black people in a store talking about So can they really be at fault? They already fell in love. What are they supposed to do? Just ignore those feelings? And that's one thing, like, I think people think that when you break up or if something doesn't work out, that the feelings just go away overnight. They don't.
Mm.
So what are they supposed to do with that?
Mm-hmm.
What has surprised you about the reactions to any of your books, whether it be So Thankful or just any of them?
Ooh, I think when people, okay, so first off, I got this lady who has read every single one of my books, and I promise you, she reads them within a week that they release, and they always get 2 stars from her. And it's so funny because if she leaves a review, it'll be complaints, but she's still like, I'm ready for the next one. I think that it's kind
What?
of a love-hate relationship where
Yeah,
people
that's what
either,
that is.
yeah, that's what it is. Like, usually a love-hate relationship where people are like, I cannot believe, like, what's wrong with her? Why would she write that? And they're like, is she gonna run another one?
I think that's crazy. 3 stars I can get, because like, for me, a 3 star is like I enjoyed the book, but two
Mm-hmm.
stars is a book that I didn't like. Like, I don't know if I'll go back to this author's catalog. But you
When
got
people are like, just block her, I'm like, I don't want to do that. Because what if one day she gives me like 3 or 4 stars? And it's not like, I'm buying for her attention or anything, but I just think it's so funny because, like, I've published 14 books. She has read all 14. And within a week, that 2 star review will be posted. And it is hilarious to me.
That is some crazy shit, though. Like Criminal Minds crazy shit.
this is
I feel
why
like I made it, though. I got a dedicated hater.
you have a
A
dedicated.
dedicated hater.
Yeah, because within a week, she watching, she waiting for the releases.
Yeah, she knows. She said, "Oh, Aria got something new coming out. Let me clear the calendar.
She got notifications set up,
I
okay?
got a 2 star review to write."
Because that's a goddamn weirdo. I'm never coming back if I'm rating you 2 stars. If I read more than one of your books and it's 2 on both times, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm good. But if I'm just gonna keep reading them, that means I like you. The
I feel
fuck?
like she's just a hard grader. It's people out there like that, and maybe she's just a hard grader. I personally know somebody, her average rating is like 2.13. It's insane. I'm like, girl, do you even enjoy reading at this point? Because why are you giving all of these books?
No,
Yo.
there was somebody like that on my Goodreads. I had to unfriend her just because you don't like none of the shit that you read, bitch. Like the shit is never positive from you when it comes to these reviews. I want you to stop reading.
That's why I'm like, girl, do you even enjoy these books? Like, maybe you need to switch genres. She's like, no, it's just, I think 5 stars is like the Great American Novel. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let you rock with it.
That's why I tell people don't listen to readers, because we don't know what we want.
They don't.
Like, just, I don't know what I want. I can tell you I want somebody to be making tuna melts in one book, and then the next book be like, tuna is disgusting. It's the worst fish I've ever had in my life. Like, we're so indecisive. And you write what the fuck you want to write, and I appreciate that, because you can tell that you're telling the stories that you want to tell, as
I
opposed
think
to
that's
the stories that people think you should tell.
I think that's one thing that I am unable to fake the funk. It's probably not a good skill because my face is gonna tell it before anything else does. I can't fake the funk. I can do maybe cordial at best, but it's just not in my nature to push myself to do something that I don't want to do. And that sometimes is a problem because I've had to like rearrange release dates because I'm just not in the mood to write a book at that time. I want to write something different. But I don't think I'll ever be able to tell a different story other than what's in my head.
And that makes sense. And it also gives it an authenticity when you're writing what's from your heart, the story that has been on your mind, instead of trying to move with trends. Because then it's like the love of it leaves if you're forcing yourself to write a story that everyone thinks they want to read instead of the one that you want to tell. And so you could tell that you really love what you do because these stories are immaculate. I knew it in from human resources when first you had me rooting for the short man, and then you got me rooting for Big Unk. Okay, like
I knew she was different when I was reading Group Trip, and I was like, I'm exhausted. Why are they still fucking in this courtyard? Somebody get some electrolytes.
No, dead ass.
What's crazy is Jama had hydro packs. Like Jama
Very
had hydro
prepared.
pack.
The
Angel in his
fucking fanny
tool belt.
pack. Yes, the
That's what
tool
I'm saying.
belt was
Angel in
taking
his
me
tool
down.
belt. He had stuff in there. They were prepared.
I was reading Group Trip.
Tool
That was
belt.
texting everybody I know. I say, y'all need to go spend $250 right fast. I promise you. It's worth it.
Like when I met Aria at Black Romance Book Fest, she was like, "What you want me to sign in here? Poppin' pussy pages?" And I was like, "What? Why would she say that?" No, but actually, I'm glad you signed my book that way because when you read that goddamn book, coochie just popping all over the place. My God, girl, what is going on with you? I went to Lisa at one point. I was like, I gotta put this book down. I am tired. Y'all ain't tired. Y'all have been fucking for 28 days.
You know what? That was actually one of the 2-star reviews I had got. Somebody had actually sent it to me because I'm past the point where I read my reviews. Somebody sent me the review. I think it was one of my friends because she also like buys all my books. She's like, "Girl, why do you have a 2-star review on this book?" And they said they still fucking on page 60. I'm tired.
Had us fucking
But
exhausted.
the thing is, and again, Jaleesa made a good point. That's why you cannot write for fan service because you are very clearly, you've made it known that your voice in the book space is Black erotica. It's Black people living out their desires, finding out what they want, what they like, and doing it unapologetically. What do you expect going into these books? Like sometimes I do want to like, what are you expecting? It's categorized as an erotica. It's not like it's listed as Christian fiction.
Well,
It is.
you're expecting readers to read and comprehend, and I think
Oh
that's a
no.
lot.
I think with anything Black people do, there's like this air of like implied respectability politics. And I say that because a lot of times you describe a Black woman a certain way and they have all of these assumptions about her. She's a terrible person. She's XYZ simply because she doesn't fit the mold of trying to impress the white eye or trying to impress the conservative eye because those often go hand in hand. And it's just like, it's in everything. It's in movies, it's in TV. It's everywhere. That's why I don't think we have any movies with Black women who have 2 Black boyfriends because just respectability politics alone would kill it dead before it ever went anywhere. And that's sad, but that's what I think it is.
Never thought about it like that.
Black
people are very respectable, and it's like, for what?
Yeah.
For people.
And this is my thing. Like, we only have one life to live. You never know when it's going to get cut short. You pass your birthday every year. You know when that date is. You don't know when your death date is. And you also pass that every year. And my thing about it is, do you want to be old and gray, sitting up in the bed, pissing on yourself with a full bedpan underneath and say, wow, I wish I would have done more in my life? Or do you want to sit back and cackle and be like, man, I remember when I sucked 2 dicks at once? I mean, not just saying it could apply to that, but just anything. Like, I think that we should live more life.
Yeah.
I love that. That's going to be my motto for 2026. Not suck 2 dicks at
No,
once.
I was about to say the suck 2 dicks part.
I'm out of
Well,
those. Those days are far behind me, but
whoa.
They don't have to be.
Hey.
No, those
don't
days
just don't just say that and then try to walk high.
All you gotta do is just.
But at one point it did, is what you're saying.
You know, I've told y'all before. I had
She was a
very
whore.
young phase. Okay, this cat was in these streets.
That
motherfucker said
is mandatory for young women, especially if you were not allowed to date as a teenager. I feel like the age 18 to 21 should just be reserved for fuckery.
See, and I thought I was in love from 18 to 21, so my whole phase ain't really start till I was 26. But I had a hell of a time.
Hey, it's crucial for development.
I think it's healthy.
I also think sexual liberation plays a huge role in consent and autonomy as well.
It plays a huge role in everything that we see in life. I think that's why the state of our country is so fucked up. These men are gay. They don't want to tell anybody that they want it. They booty hole busted open. So now they're trying to say women shouldn't be able to decide if they want to have a baby. And it's because you can't hold hands with your boyfriend in the cafe without somebody saying something to you.
Or your wife could bust your booty hole open. Like, you could get that booty hole busted if you really wanted to.
But then that would be shameful. Because booty
Yeah,
hole busting
because
don't lead to babies.
booty hole busting is
Can,
insane.
That's got to be the
can we
title of the
stop
episode.
Oh, I
saying
was
that
already
phrase?
typing it.
Okay.
Booty
I
hole
hope somebody.
busting. But see that and the other part is that people are holding on to patriarchal standards that they didn't even sign up for. You
Mm.
are just carrying generations of stupid ass rules that have never amounted to anything other than giving white men power and control.
It's just tradition. I think it's really that. So my thing about it is, I think humans are just like any other animal. They will be complacent until they are scared enough to lash out. And so I don't know if we're beginning to see this now because everything is just so bad and there's so much pressure from all sides that people are literally getting backed into a corner. But I don't think this will be able to last very long. I think it's just been generations of the same traditions of the same things. Things have gone horribly wrong. No one is benefiting from it except for a very select few. And it's just, like you said, it's patriarchal standards that don't benefit anybody. They don't even benefit the ideal standard, like a straight white man anymore. So it's just like, at one point, is it going to come to a head and be enough?
It's not. But getting the finally seeing the uproar take place because somebody want their booty hole busted, I'm here for it. Like
Can
it's
we?
time.
Like, I feel like 2026 is going to be a very interesting year. Think we're gonna find out a lot of things about some very powerful people.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna put everything into perspective.
Cause
I
I know some men like to get that done till it whistle.
I
um
You.
I know enough sex workers to know that things are never what they seem. And usually the
Oh,
cleaner that suit is, the nastier they get behind closed doors.
yeah.
I believe
Mm-hmm.
it. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
so we talked about your writing. When you are not in author mode and you go to be a reader, like whose book are you picking up off your shelf?
I actually have a lot of favorite authors. Frankie Majesty, Sola Sullivan, she also writes. She has fantasy and she has erotica. Love her. That's my baby.
Mm-hmm.
Um, of
She has
course,
a new book out too, right?
she does. She just released The Thesis of Us.
Putting it on my list.
Very kinky. Love that.
Oh yeah.
I like that. All right. Anybody
Uh-huh.
else?
And then of course, Tati. Y'all know me and Tati are like this.
Mm-hmm.
A Blossom, love A Blossom. Brianna Michelle, love Brianna Michelle. A lot of the indies in me are like this. I read something recently that was just so good that it literally left me like literally craving more. I can't remember the name of it right now. I read like 3 or 4 books a week, but like a lot of the things that I pick up are people who are directly in my circle. Like every time Candace drops, I'm running to go get it. Lily
Mm-hmm.
just dropped. Lily dropped at the end of October. I ran and got that.
Heard.
So
Now
you
you had mentioned.
a nice little literary family.
I
You
try. I
mentioned
think that as a Black woman, you do have a duty to support your fellow peers. I never want to see Black women as competition. I always want to see them as friends.
Come
It's
on
just
now.
girl. I ain't
a
finna
book is
jump
not
out like that.
hard. People
Ooh,
people are not
speak
gonna
it.
buy one book.
That part. There's room for everybody to eat.
There is room for
There's room
everybody.
for everybody to eat. You just gotta scoot your chair over a little bit to make room at that table. But
And the
don't,
table's so large.
don't get me
I
on.
mean,
It's so big.
even if we ran out of chairs, y'all can lap up. We used to do that as kids. Y'all ain't never been
Like,
in the back seat, had to lap up because we did.
because when I go to these book events, I'm not just buying from one author. I'm buying from multiples. So that
Buy
means I can read multiple books.
every
That's what
author.
I'm saying.
I'm buying
But
too many fucking books because
yeah, we not
y'all,
gonna talk about it.
y'all make them so pretty. I have to have them on my shelf. It's actually
I,
quite unfair.
I
and then when
know.
you update the covers, I want that version too. Like, give
Yeah,
them
y'all gotta
So
all.
there's
chill with all
actually an
that.
alternate cover of Glory that was available at Black Romance Book Fest, and it's available in like most of the bookstores that you go into. And people are so upset. They're like, "Why would you release an alternate cover?" I said, "Some people wanted it discreet." They were like, "Well, now I got to get the alternate cover."
Yeah, I didn't know there was an alternate cover. We'll be looking for that this evening.
Now, Aria, you had mentioned something earlier. You had said something about a garden party. Is that a 420 book?
I wish you wouldn't have said that. That's actually a really good idea. It's not a
Oh.
420 book. However, I do want y'all to think about the name. There are gardening things involved.
Not hoes.
Like shears?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
plants,
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
just
Oh,
not that
okay.
specific plant.
Because I was
Mm.
about to say a shovel. I don't. But
Okay,
okay.
wait. Now I don't know if I do the cutting. That might be
Oh yeah, I don't do that blood shit.
No, it's no blood. No blood.
Okay.
I can't do. I'm
Okay.
too squeamish.
Thank you. I appreciate
I'm
that.
too squeamish. I'm too
Appreciate it a
squeamish.
lot.
But no, it does involve a plant. I actually was talking to Shanae about this. It is Jama and Hen's engagement party situation. So y'all will get a little update from them with the rest of the group.
Oh, yay, my freaky family.
So
Because
freaky.
I would want to go on the group trip. I don't think I would want to participate. I would just want to
I just want to
watch.
watch. It's
I
so
just
much
would
But you
like
know,
to
to
at
get a
one
nice,
point, Hen was
comfortable
just
chair.
observing.
Yeah.
Hen was just observing. She had a chair. She would like reposition herself. She would move around, but she wasn't like. She was like, "Girl, I'm tired. I'm not built for this."
Like, oh wow, you guys are still going. You're doing great, sweetie. That stroke is awesome.
so much cum, so much
She was
lube.
cheering
I was
people
like,
on. She was
okay,
like, "Woo! Get
Yeah,
that pussy popped." She was done.
you better
that's me.
squirt, girl.
You
Yeah.
better squirt, girl.
And
There's
everybody,
But
no,
Uh,
y'all
there's
remember they
never
were
any
cheering her
chill.
on in the end. They were like, "Go Daya, go Daya."
Because Daya was playing games that whole book. Because Othello was down for the shits from the beginning. And I
he
was
was
like, girl, you
pissing
don't
me
see that
off.
man is interested? Like, he came back in your room, was like, hey, your friends was in there and he was horny as fuck. She was not picking up what he was putting down. And I'm like, you done denied yourself several days of fun on some bullshit.
I
He
think
was
it was,
sad as
and you know what that
hell.
is? That's the religious trauma. She's like, oh, his parents, are members of the church. He's not going to be into that. He's not going to be into that. And it's really like you just psych yourself up. She was so on her head that she couldn't see with her eyeball.
And see, she ain't know them preachers' kids is the nastiest
Those
ones.
be the worst. Preacher
Them is the
PKs be the
creepiest
baddest
kids.
Mm-hmm.
ones.
Oh, listen, if she had knew better, she would have been fucking days ago. Sister, he is upset that you don't want to go outside. Why you don't want to do it? Everybody else is. I thought we was having fun. Are you not having
You
fun?
know, I want to go have fun with your friends in the
I thought we were
courtyard. Let's
having
go.
fun.
He's just
Let's
like,
have
oh.
fun.
He's like, wait, are they? Is she playing on her coochie? Dad's like, oh, yeah, it's fine. He's like,
It's just something she do. Okay. Can I watch her? Can I join her? Can you join her? And I watch y'all.
The
you don't want to
possibilities were
join in?
endless.
Just like a little rub, just like a toop.
The
A little toop.
possibilities were endless. So we know we have another book coming in January, a full length novel. Very excited. You are going to be outside next
I am.
year. First event you said was Petals and Prose, right?
Yes, first event is Petals and Prose, and that is going to be in May. May 1st through the 2nd, I believe.
Okay. Is that sold out already? That sold out, didn't it?
yep.
I think there are still
Mhm.
1-day passes left. I don't know if weekend bundles are left.
Okay. So if y'all didn't get your Black Romance Book Fest tickets, you trying to see Aria, she will be outside, Petals and Prose, Southern Heart Sign Kisses, and some other events. Where can readers find you on the
I
internet?
am available on TikTok at the Smut Sorceress, and then all other platforms at Author Aria Days or Aria Days Writes.
Perfect. Do you have like a Patreon or anything we could join?
I do have a Patreon that will actually be unlocking the second week of February because there is a new series, weekly updated series that will be coming out. It will be a Patreon exclusive for the first 3 months, and then it will be available to Kindle. But if you join my Patreon, you will also get discounts on pre-orders. You'll get to see all the NSFW work I get commissioned that will be on there, and so you'll also get weekly updates.
Oh, I will. You said, hold on. You said the second week of February. Do we have an exact date yet? We talking like Monday, Wednesday?
It'll probably be on that Monday so people can have time to join. Because I'm
Okay,
only going to keep it open for about 2 weeks and I'll close it again.
perfect. And that's in between paychecks. So y'all got $5 or $10 so you can go on and join the Patreon.
I'm hollering. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Yes. A good time. Aria Big Unk Days. And also, you still have the big Unk shirts for sale?
They're still for sale, yeah. So there
Go
are
get
sweatshirts.
you a shirt, and then people gonna be like, "What you mean by Big Unk?" And then you can't tell them because you're gonna be like,
What did
Go
you
get you
like,
a Big
Zena?
Unk shirt.
And what's crazy is I know I will never live it down because people would just randomly be like, Big Unk. And I'm like,
You
That
did it to
is your
yourself.
nickname.
You did it
That's
to
Yeah.
your
yourself.
nickname now.
Yeah, that's your nickname. Sorry.
You did it to
We
yourself.
can't
But
wait to
we
see
appreciate it
you.
because we ate that shit up. All of us were like, wait, I like this. I like it a lot. What is going on?
And you know what? I think that's the worst part is that people were rooting for them. It wasn't like oh, this is so disgusting. How could you? They were rooting for Mars and Cleo because they're like, wow, they're really in love. Like they really love each other. How did this happen? And that's just reality. That is something that happens. Sometimes you fall in love with the wrong person. But look at them while he cuts her ends. They're so cute.
Oh my god.
Oh, I
Aww.
did see that. So cute. Okay,
Yeah, you gonna have
bitch.
those
I'm gonna
at
have to
Black
have it.
Romance Book Fest, right? Are your pre-orders open?
My pre-orders are not open yet, but they will be. Me and Bavinci have been beefing. I don't know what they got against me, but they don't believe I am who I say I am. So we've been going back and forth.
Oh
As
no,
soon as
but
I get that
Vinci,
resolved, though, they will be open.
well, y'all need to figure that shit out so I can place my order, okay? Because I need
Okay.
several. I need several books this year. I think I only left with Group Trip last year. No, Group Trip this year.
Really good last year for your budget because it was something in the air. People were just spending all kind of money.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be on that shit in 2026. So
Same. I got
I'm
my
coming to
my
do
my
serious
budget pack.
damage at Black Romance Book Fest.
Got that savings account ready.
Like,
Well, be ready to see
money.
us because we gonna take a group picture with
Yes.
this Aria Daze. All right. See y'all on the next episode. Actually, before we leave, today, this episode will be airing before the 21st. So join us on TikTok Live for our Litmus event, holiday soiree. TikTok Live, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. It's the Lit Library. Follow us on all socials, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.